I have like half my patches back already.
Oh, really?
Whipped them together real quick.
No shit. So are you like splitting and all that good stuff?
I don't do a whole lot of splits. I mean, mostly with Sneezy. I just like have a piano, then like a Rhodes. Maybe I'll put a little bit of delay on it. That's nice.
Yeah, dude. So good news. You could do the unveiling
Ooh.
of your piano.
Whoa!
All right, so hello internet. I'm here with Danny from Sneezy, a really kick-ass band in the Chicagoland area. And you just got back from tour, huh?
Yes.
So how was
Yes,
it? Where'd
dude,
you go?
It was
Who'd you
incredible. So December we were on the road most of the month. We did 2 weeks in Colorado at the beginning of the month.
Shit.
So it's crazy. It takes 2 days to get out there. 'Cause
Yeah,
you're just driving a
with all your
van.
stuff.
But we went up to like the mountain towns first. We played in like Winter Park and Steamboat Springs, and not quite the right time of year to do that. You know, it's not like full skiing season, but like we still had like locals come out and stuff. They put us up real well, and then we came back down and we played in like around Boulder, Denver. So we did Boulder, Denver, Colorado Springs, and Greeley.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold up. You might be wondering how I became in possession of a multi-$1,000 electric stage piano owned by an actual traveling musician. Well, kind of funny story. I saw Danny and his band Sneezy playing with Piles of Dogs here in Chicago. And I saw him at the bar, and I just started complimenting him on how awesome the band is, how debaucherous and how much energy they bring to the stage. And I complimented him a bunch on the pianos that he was playing. And he mentioned, none of those pianos are mine. Actually, a few of my pianos are actually needing repair. My buddy who was with me leans over. He's like, oh, dude, this is your guy. He can repair anything. And so Danny said, well, this Nord does not power on, and you can take a swing at it. So I took it upon myself as a personal challenge to repair this instrument. And I didn't really make a whole lot of hubbub about it while I was making repairs like I am with the Korg. Mainly because this is kind of a personal challenge. And again, it was a pretty expensive instrument that Danny, trusted me with. It didn't turn on. So, when something doesn't turn on, you can't really break it any more than that. But I was very fortunate in being able to repair this device. And, I'm going to show you a couple photos of kind of what was wrong with it and what eventually I did to fix it. In short, the keyboard did not turn on at all. So, the first thing I had to do there was figure out, is there an issue with the power supply? And so when I opened it up, I noticed right away there was this little broken PCB, and I picked it up, and it looked like the mount from a cable or wires had kind of stripped away. And there's also a loose capacitor just kind of bouncing around the inside of the keyboard. So I put those back together in kind of like a little test formation. It wasn't like a formal fix, but I just wanted to test the leads and make sure everything was connected. And once I connected it, it still didn't turn on. So that's when I was just thinking like, opened up the power supply. Didn't really see anything that, didn't see any blown capacitors or anything on there. So I just did, the normal thing you do, replace the fuse, took the fuse out, tested it with my little electrometer, and nothing happened. So it told me it was a blown fuse. I ended up replacing the fuse, and then the keyboard turned on. It was awesome. However, once the keyboard turned on, the key bed, like the keys weren't lined up right. It was like the bottom half of the key bed was like playing weird notes, or like hardly octaves were like duplicated. So I tear the whole thing apart again, and then I found a little jumper, adjusted it, and then I flashed the firmware, put the latest operating system on there, turned it on, and lo and behold, the thing booted up just fine. And so now we've got this fully functional factory reset running the latest firmware version 3.0 for that keyboard, and I was able to give it back to Danny. So yeah, pretty exciting little repair. So tell me about the gear. So for a guy who owns a Nord Stage 2 and goes on tour without it, what were you playing on while you're on tour?
Man, so I brought my Roland Jupiter 80,
Oh, okay.
which I've had for 12 years, and it mostly works. It's got a broken key, like just break keyboards long enough, they just start to break, But I mean that board it's got the Roland Supernatural Sounds engine in it, so it's got like great piano, Rhodes organ, synth, and stuff. But I definitely miss the Nord. Like the Nord, there's a reason this is the top dog keyboard. There's a reason this is like.
Those keys feel so good.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's kind of funny because the keys are pretty simple on the insides. Like it's just like basically a little hook underneath a little thing that holds onto a pin, and there's like a little weight, and that's it.
Okay.
It's like super easy. It looks exactly like a hammer from a normal piano.
Okay, well that's probably why it works, because it feels most like a normal piano out of like any keyboard I've ever played.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Cool. Well, Danny, I appreciate you stopping by. I'm glad I was able to get this thing up and running. Gave me an opportunity to work on a piece of hardware I never would.
Okay,
cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. But was it April 14th for?
No, February 14th.
Oh, February 14th, coming right up.
Coming
so you
right
guys
up.
Are getting that cruising.
Yep. And then after that, we have. I don't really like. There's a lot of stuff that's like. It just in my calendar just says Sneezy. I'm like, I don't know what this is, like, because they're working out the contracts and stuff. But what is confirmed is in April we're doing 4 shows, opening for Pigeons playing ping pong.
Oh shit!
And so one of those is going to be in Chicago.
Nice.
April I think 22nd through 26th.
Okay.
Whatever that weekend is.
Yeah.
So I think we're doing Chicago, Grand Rapids, Lexington, and somewhere else.
Well, damn. Well, if you can't make it to, the big cruise, obviously, Pigeons and Ping Pong and Sneezy are going to be a sick team up, so that'll be cool.
And we're hitting all the festivals over the summer and stuff. So
that'll be awesome, dude.
Yeah, if you want to check out sneezymusic.com, probably the best way to find out where we're playing.
Sweet. Well, cool. Well, awesome, dude. Well, that's pretty much it. Appreciate you stopping in.
Subscribe.
Hey. Cool. That's pretty much all I had for you.
Amazing.
All the editing and all that fun stuff later on, but
great. Well, happy to help out the channel.
Dude, this was a lot of fun. Like I said, it was a good opportunity.
Good opportunity for me too.
Yeah.
Dude, so
Thank you.